Hello and welcome back. Today I'm having Carl's Jr. and talking about changing of the guards. All right, let's see what we're eating today. All right, I think I bit off more than I can chew, so to speak. I got the double spicy Western meal, and then they gave me a free single Famous Dave's without cheese. Hopefully they did it without cheese. Yeah, no American cheese. Which was like a $7.39, and I got it for free. But the rest I had to pay $15.49. And then, while I went to pick up the food, I saw that they have queso. Oh, and it's still kind of warm. So I asked them if I could have a side of queso. And I thought, I smiled and I was really nice to him. He would give it to me for free. He charged me $2.71 for this. But he did give me a free spoon. To scoop out the queso. And because this meal came with a drink, I got a Bart's root beer. They didn't have diet. I was gonna get the iced tea, but there wasn't a way to make it sweet iced tea. Or at least diet sweet tea. Wow, let's see. These burgers are huge. I guess I'm so used to those little cheapy burgers from McDonald's. Let's try the Dave's. No, let's just try the double Western. Look how thick this thing is, and I haven't even opened it yet. I added everything I could to this burger that did not increase the price. So extra, I believe, ketchup, mayo, mustard, pickles. Let's see. Put it on this plate with my onion rings. I think I did have to pay extra for the onion rings. You know what I forgot? My knife. Let me get a knife so I can cut it. I actually don't want to cut it because it's in this nice wrapper. It's kind of holding it together. Oh, there's even jalapenos in here. All right, I'll just try to eat it without and see what happens. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna cut it in half. Ooh, didn't realize that had bacon on top and bottom. Or is it jalapenos on top and bottom? All right, anyways, have a good meal. I just realized there's no lettuce in this burger. Huh. This is their buttermilk ranch. Let's try it with an onion ring. It's a double onion ring. There it goes. It's not as good as the Jack in the Box buttermilk. Okay, let's try this one before it gets cold. Ooh, it's thick. It's not bad, but I don't think it goes well with the onion rings. I'll be right back. Looky here, I have one packet left of the Jack's Famous Buttermilk Ranch. Look at that, it's smaller. So you get a little bit less. And look at the color. I don't know if you can tell. The Jack in the Box one's a little bit lighter in color. It's a little bit more sour also. I mean, this one has a lot of droppings on it. So in this video, I wanted to talk about changing of the guards. And what I mean by that is how now that I'm getting older, I notice everyone around me is getting younger. And not that the people around me are getting younger, but the professionals that I have to interact with. Like my children's teachers, they all seem to be younger than I am. The police officers that I meet out on the streets, even the firefighters, they're all younger than me. And then now, I went to select a new physician, primary care physician, and he looks like he could be my son. Not that he looks like me, I'm just saying his age-wise. He looks like he could be the age of my son. These jalapenos are not spicy at all. They're more like pickled jalapenos. You know, now even when I go train, I'm usually the oldest person on the mats. Unless I go back to my old dojo to train. And then my professor there, he's maybe 2 years older than I am. Being in places like that, it's hard for me to adjust because I'm so used to being the younger person learning from an older person. And here I have young men and women who are teaching me stuff that just like blows my mind. The crazy thing is, I can't even do what they're showing me most of the time because I'm not as flexible as them and I don't have the stamina that they have. When I was younger, I tore a ligament in my knee. And I didn't go to the doctor right away. I just went to, I think it was like Walmart, not Walmart, Walgreens. Got a knee brace. It didn't work very well, so I ordered one from Amazon. But I was on the mats again the next day training, even though it caused me to limp for a long time. Nowadays, if I get trapped in like some kind of a lock, joint lock, and it stretches my tendons or my ligaments just a little bit, I'm out for like a couple weeks or more. funny to me because when you're in the training facility, you hear people griping and groaning about all their pains and stuff, and they're only in their 30s. And I keep thinking, just wait, 20 more years, that will be so much more pain. And guess what? A lot of times we don't broadcast our pain out, because if you do, well, some of the younger lions, they will take advantage of it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to the second burger. I might have to give it to one of the girls. Hey, free French fry. Oh, well done, French fry. You know, in the Vietnamese community, when you talk to an older adult or even an older person that's older than you, that makes no sense, right? Older person older than you. Someone who's older than you, there's certain words that you use to denote that they're older. So like if it's an older man, you call him like a back. That's someone that's like maybe older than your parents, right? Like ông, if they're like grandparent age. Then you have, chị, which is sister, or anh, which is like a brother. It's funny, I should not be teaching you Vietnamese anyways. But my point is, growing up, I've always been taught by my parents, to be respectful and to refer to people by their age and rank. And so like if they're my parents' age or around my parents' age or older, I always cross my arms and bow and then address them, especially if I'm coming or leaving. I went to I went to the sandwich shop, the banh mi shop one time. And as I was checking out, the lady behind the counter, and she wasn't like young lady, maybe I would say 30s maybe. She referred to me as back, which is like someone older than my dad. So she must have thought I was older than her dad to call me that. And she didn't look like she was an Americanized person. And I know she's probably just trying to be respectful. But when she said that to me, it brought a smile to my face initially. That wasn't the first time I've ever been called back. Just the first time in public. My younger cousins, their children refer to me as back, since I'm older than their parents. My wife, who is younger than some of my cousins, they refer to her as back also because she's married to me. And she doesn't like that because it makes her feel old. On a side note to all the older guys out there, I guess if you're over 40, maybe 45, when you look for a primary care physician, do you look at their fingers to make sure that they don't have big meaty fingers? I'm just saying, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Well, that was actually a pretty good meal. Other than the fact that I wish I had like some kind of vegetables in it, like lettuce, tomatoes maybe. Something to make it more crunchy and feel a little bit more healthy than just barbecue, bacon, and beef. I would probably give it a solid 3. I'd give everything a solid 3, really. Almost everything. I mean, I would eat it again. It's probably something I wouldn't go out to eat. Actually, most of the food I've been eating on this channel is not the type of lunch I would usually have. I'm doing it so I have like relatable food, but really what I would normally eat is very boring. Maybe like just eggs. Sometimes I eat cereal for lunch just because I crave the sugar. I like cabbage salad with boiled chicken, especially if there's a good dipping sauce with it. Well, when I get the courage, I'll probably start eating out in the vehicle more. And that way I can travel to places that have better food than just fast food. Maybe support some of the small mom and pop shops out there. If you have a suggestion of something to eat while I mumble on about nothing, let me know in the comments below. Maybe I'll cut back to like only eating a couple days a week on video. And then maybe on the other days, I can go for a bike ride or walk or jog. Well, if it's a jog, it's probably not gonna go very far. I wouldn't get very far because of my bad knee. And because I have the bad knee, I also have a bad hip because of compensating injuries. I also have bad ankles. Man, I'm really falling apart physically, but I'm still smiling. All right, I think I droned on long enough. Thank you so much. If you're still hanging out and listening to this message, I appreciate you. Go out, make it a great day, and I'll see you in my next video, hopefully. All right, take care. Bye now.